Joining us now to do a bit more of a deep dive on this is ABC News contributor and Sirius XM radio host Mike Muse. Mike, thank you so much for coming in. So let's get right to it. Will Smith releasing this nearly 6-minute video. What are your thoughts on it?
There is no expiration on when an individual can apologize and when can they not apologize. He's in every right to have taken the time that he chose to apologize in the time frame that he felt that he needed to. But on the flip side, Chris Rock is no underneath a timeline to respond based upon Will Smith's timetable. Chris Rock has the ability to accept his apology or to not. Will Smith indicated that Chris Rock at this time is not ready to have that conversation, and that is within Chris Rock's right to wait.
I'm glad you point out the timing on both sides, because that's what's fair.
It's fair. I mean, this is between these two individuals in the sense of how they do it. But with that being said, Deirdre, Will Smith had to apologize publicly. This was a situation where an assault took place in a public forum, live on a stage, or a night that was about culture and celebrating the arts. So multiple people were impacted by that action. That just wasn't the two of them. Questlove was impacted, to which Will Smith alluded to in the sense of he was receiving his award.
What about the quote, "I'm sorry really isn't sufficient"? Yay or nay?
Yay. There is nothing sufficient enough that can ever take back that moment. Because not only was that moment about them, but that moment was about the executive producers, Shayla and Will. All the things they had done to center culture and inclusivity. It was the most diverse that we had seen in the Oscars, both from Martha's community, but also from outside people who don't have anything to do with film, but are film lovers, right? You had Beyonce, which I know we're probably going to talk about. You had her performing in Compton. Beyonce took the Oscars to Compton. Imagine what that could have opened up for real possibilities for those community members who saw her there and who can imagine filmmaking. And so there were so many more people that was impacted by it. So I thought a public apology was needed.
What do you think about our country in the sense that we love a redemption story? So what can Will Smith do? I mean, is there another chapter for him? We know he's been barred from the Academy. What's your call and what happened?
That's a great question. When this happened, a lot of films got put on, let's say, pause, as film studios and distributors decided what should they do with Will Smith going forward. As a result, what we're noticing, I don't know if it was the timing of this apology, but now we know that Apple had put one of his films on hold, which we now see has a release date now of December 2022. I think we will get a chance from a data perspective to look at the number of views.
Okay, well, you said Beyonce. So I have to ask you, what are your thoughts on Renaissance?
I had a feeling we were going to talk about that.
Yeah, as you know.
I'm super excited about this album. I think you and I were talking off air. I don't mind bringing it on publicly. I just think that the reviews of Renaissance have been majority favorable, but I think it's been very lazy reviews and how they've oversimplified that this album is just for the LGBTQAI community and women. This is a revolutionary act unto itself, centering Black art back from house to its origination of the South Side of Chicago by DJ Frankie Knuckles at the Warehouse in 1970s. What we see house music today is European DJs who are making incredible amount of economic opportunity, prosperities from house, but they're not giving the provenance of the origin of where house music came from, which is that she's doing that.
Although she's facing a little drama there with some of the sampling, is she not?
Unwarranted. You're talking about the Khalees situation that happened.
Yes.
Khalees does not own her publishing. So the issue with Khalees, she needs to take up that grievance with Pharrell and Chad and whatever publishing company she's associated with and the attorney that structured her deal. I know Khalees would have liked a phone call from Beyonce, but Beyonce didn't owe her that. But I would imagine if Khalees probably would have waited to 1201, she would have noticed that Beyonce actually had credited her as a sample. So the question really is, Deirdre, could she have made more of a moment at 1201 to celebrate her being credited? And then to get audiences to tune into that album of where this original sample came from.
Positivity framing, ABC News contributor, Sirius XM
narrative
host
shifting, Deirdre.
Mike Muse. Thank you. Always good to see you.
Great to see you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.